My husband Dave and I recently spent some time exploring Andalusia, a part of southern Spain brimming with history, culture, tradition and beauty. We experienced Seville's famous feria and visited two UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the Cathedral and the Alcazar.
We also went to Cadiz during Carnival. Then I did a solo road trip, which I'm going to tell you and Katie all about during this series. Every Friday there's a new morning calm experience for you to immerse yourself in. So please follow us, read our blog and enjoy this week's experience.
I made it through the border control okay. So here we are in Gibraltar.
This is Gibraltar, a British territory just off the coast of Spain. As you can see Spain in front of you, and the crossing that you need to get through, which goes straight over an airport, which is pretty unusual.
Oh wow, yeah, is that the runway you have to cross?
Yeah, you can walk or get a bus across it like I did.
Oh wow.
To get into town. Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
And it's a very strange place, Gibraltar, because as I said, it's a British territory since 1713.
Right.
It's got a lot of British culture, like the fish and chips you can see, and a lot of shops and stuff, and people speak with a Londonish accent, I would say, having observed people.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's pubs to the right, as you'll see, and there's a lot of military bases, of course, because it's had an important history, military history, played an important role for many wars and for a long time.
Well, it's a very strategic location, isn't it? I suppose that's why.
Well, yeah, it's right.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's right by the Strait of Gibraltar, which is an 8-mile wide kind of naval choke point that connects Europe to Asia and the rest of the world, really.
Oh, right.
So this is a Church of England church, and inside we're going to hear some music, and you get to explore even a bit more about British culture rather than the Spanish churches.
Well, yeah, that was definitely different to the beautifully grand and ostentatious cathedrals we've been seeing recently. A bit more low-key.
Yeah, well, it's more British, isn't it? A British church isn't as grand as the Catholic churches.
Yeah, lovely singing though.
Yeah, this is the main street in Gibraltar. You've got Debenhams behind you, and you've got loads of recognisable...
Oh, yeah, Topshop. Oh, Matalan.
Yeah,
nice.
Loads of recognisable British brands. It was very strange, I'm not going to lie. This Gibraltar's only 2.6 square miles, and it has 30,000 people. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's obviously not a big place. It's very small. And it's still got a lot of history and a lot of strange mix between British culture and Spanish culture because of the weather, I think.
Yeah, I can see how that would definitely... Double-decker bus!
Yeah, we've got red buses.
Nice.
That's what we have in Gibraltar. And as you'll see, there's a gate in front of you, which is like a military gate. And there's lots of these gates and different bastions, as you can now see. Yeah, and these are important military bases that have been held here for, especially during World War II. It was very important, but it's played an important role in many wars, actually. The inhabitants of Gibraltar were evacuated during World War II, and it really just became a military post providing resources to the wars fighting in Africa and all over the coast.
Oh, right. Well, this is very peaceful cemetery or
graveyard. This is cemetery to those that fell during the war and gave their lives against the Nazis.
It's beautiful, different coloured flowers and very peaceful. Oh, and another lovely big plaza. Well, I guess we have to call it a square because we're in Britain.
Yeah, it's a square because you're right, we're in Britain. Yeah, and it's got that, as I said, mix of British and Spanish kind of culture where you sit outside and enjoy a beer.
Yeah, I did notice they're still driving on the right, which I imagine is quite convenient. You wouldn't want to have to swap just for this tiny 2 miles of bit of land.
Yeah. So to the left you can see Africa.
That's a beautiful view.
Yeah, it was quite a rainy day, which kind of, made it a bit more feel like home, to be honest, the rain. And but you can see Africa to the left, and now we're inside a cave.
Wow. Disco cave.
Yeah, the changing lights of this cave is called St. Michael's Cave.
It's huge. Or is it like an event space?
Yeah, they use it as a theatre, and it's got an interesting story where it was once believed to be bottomless, and people actually thought that under the Strait of Gibraltar there was a kind of underground passage that led from Africa to here, and that's how people first kind of got here from Africa.
Oh, right.
There's no evidence to this. It's just a myth, but it was a lovely cave to walk around, beautiful.
Wow, it's another amazing view. So windy. And what are those little creatures down there?
Here you got monkeys down there, and then you've got to the left. You've got the Strait of Gibraltar, which is the world's busiest sea crossing, and it's an amazing place because it got really busy once the Suez Canal opened, which kind of allowed passage through Egypt onto India, China, Saudi Arabia, these places. But yeah, you can see the monkeys up close and personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very interesting. They were brought in from North Africa, and they're not in Spain, so they only exist in Gibraltar.
That's weird. They got passports?
No, they don't have passports. No, not allowed to cross the border. Yeah, now you're in kind of one of the tunnels that was built during World War II. There's 34 miles of tunnels.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that were built during the war as it became a real stronghold, obviously, with all these cannons that were firing. And if you look to the right and up, you will see like airway that allowed kind of all the smoky air to escape, and so the soldiers could breathe and carry on fighting.
Oh, good. Yeah, they had a bit of ventilation. That's important when you've got cannons firing. Oh, wow.
Yeah, again, just looking out onto the Strait of Gibraltar, and you can kind of see the recreation of where the soldiers were, and you can see all those cargo ships passing by as well.
Yeah, it's very busy. A bit of sea, isn't it?
Yeah. There's also caves in Spain that house their Neanderthals as well, and show signs of Neanderthal tool usage, which is very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, now you're in a botanical garden, and this is home to many species and has a lot of conservation work. And us Brits love to explore kind of the science of nature and biology with Charles Darwin and stuff. So yeah, it's an amazing park actually. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful.
Really
to walk
lovely.
around. Yeah. And it was close to the cable car, so if you're going up by cable car, which I couldn't do because the weather was so terrible and very British. Yeah, I couldn't take the cable car. I had to drive up there with I had to get a tour up there.
Oh, it's really lovely there. Very peaceful.
Yeah, it's a peaceful end to the video. Yeah, it was just a bit strange. There's like UK signs, UK license plates, and very cheap petrol as well, 40p cheaper than normal.
Oh, wow.
And that's about it for today. So thanks a lot for watching. Like the video. Join us as we continue our trip to Andalusia. Oh, and read our accompanying blog as well. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you for some more exploring.
Bye.
Bye. Are you looking for a new challenge or a new way to use your headset? Why not start learning Spanish in a virtual environment? With excellent instruction from the talented teacher Jen, we'll get you speaking Spanish in no time. You'll use your new language skills out and about with virtual amigos from around the world. Our 3-hour virtual reality course is supported by additional learning materials in the real world. And this is all available free at morningcalmproductions.com/dynamic.